As someone who works with founders and small business owners every week, one question comes up more than any other. Should we be remote, office-based, or hybrid? Everyone's got a strong opinion, but the reality is the right approach depends on what stage your business is in and how your team actually performs best. In this video, I'll break down what the data says, what I've seen work in real-world startups and SMEs, and how to design a work setup that genuinely improves productivity, retention, and culture, not just follows trends. So let's start with remote work, probably the biggest shift in how we think about productivity over the last decade. Research consistently shows a 5 to 7% productivity increase when people work remotely. It's easy to see why. No commute, fewer interruptions, and flexible schedules that allow for deep focus. But there's a catch. The same studies show higher levels of burnout, isolation, and over time, reduced connection to company culture. When people are out of sight, communication becomes transactional. You lose the micro interactions, the quick thought moments that often spark innovation or solve a problem before it escalates. Remote works when it is designed for deliberate collection, structured accountability, and clear outcomes. It fails when it's left to chance. The pendulum swung hard towards remote work, but the office isn't obsolete. It's just being misunderstood. For startups and small teams, being together builds rhythm and trust faster than anything else. A study out of Stanford found that on-site workers reported 30% more spontaneous collaboration than those working remotely, and that difference shows up in innovation and speed of problem solving. Beyond collaboration, the office also provides psychological separation. That moment you leave home and enter a focused environment. But where many companies go wrong is by forcing old structures back into a new world. Full-time office mandates can feel a little outdated, especially when flexibility has proven benefits. So the goal isn't to go back, it's to redefine why the office exists. It's no longer where people go to work, it's where people connect, collaborate, and recharge culture. Which brings us to the middle ground, hybrid. Done right, hybrid combines focus with connection. The data is clear. Employees who work from home 2 days per week are just as productive and promotable as full-time office staff. And hybrid setups cut resignations by around a third. It works because it gives people both structure and freedom. They have dedicated collaboration days and dedicated deep work days. The issue is many companies treat hybrid as come in when you like. That's not hybrid, that's chaos. The successful approach is intentional hybrid, clear anchor days, shared expectations, and tools that keep visibility high even when the team is distributed. When hybrid is planned, it creates energy. When it's improvised, it creates friction. So how do you design a model that works for your business? I use a simple lens with clients. It's not about trends, it's about fit, function, and flow. Fit aligns with your business rhythm. Every organization has its own tempo. Fast-moving creative startups thrive on immediacy. That's short feedback loops, that's quick pivots, and that shared energy. For them, more in-person time often accelerates learning and decision-making. Process-driven or client service SMEs, on the other hand, often benefit from remote or hybrid setups that allow focused delivery without the overhead of constant meetings. The key is to match your working model to your operational rhythm, not your competitors. So function. This is matching the environment to task, not the title. So not every role demands the same setting. Creative, strategic, or mentoring roles often benefit from in-person dynamics. Technical, analytical, or even delivery-based roles usually excel with autonomy and focus time. The mistake leaders make is applying one rule to everyone. The better approach, decide what environment each type of work performs best in and build around that mix. So flow. This is building systems that make flexibility work. Flexibility without structure is chaos. Flow means your team knows exactly how information moves, what gets tracked, where updates live, and when connection happens. For example, a 15-minute Monday alignment call to set out priorities, a transparent board so progress is visible to everyone, and consistent rituals, not just random check-ins. When you build systems that support flow, hybrid becomes frictionless. People stay aligned, accountability stays visible, and culture stays intact. So at the end of the day, whether your people are in the office, remote, or somewhere in between, the real question is, can they perform, connect, and grow within the system you've built? For most startups and SMEs, hybrid ends up being that sweet spot, but it only works if it's intentional. Set clear rhythms, design around outcomes, and make connection a process, not a hope. When your people know what success looks like, and you've built systems that make it achievable, they'll deliver it wherever they sit.